Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd and a raucous environment. We have a great battle for us here tonight. Two teams with championship aspirations, but trying to define the odds and take a big step closer to that national championship. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Florida Gators, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. First down here for this offense. Looking for some space. It's Morrison. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. The quarterback's got it on the option. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
So on the opening drive, they're backed up here now, 3rd and 9. Dropping back, it's Marshall. Looks to the left for a quick throw. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
The game is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Fighting off the defender. They get him down, but not before he gets to the +38.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
And the Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made on the left side.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
This is the 6th play on the drive. And there's the handoff. Tackle, but forced down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They'll try the option play here. Pitches to the back. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas. This offense comes out immediately, gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepared for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Backed up second and long at the 17. Dropping back. It's Lagway. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
They'll hand it off. The ball is loose. Looks like the offense able to recover it there.
Wow, that is big-time awareness by his teammate to get on top of that football. As a result, they catch a break and are able to retain possession.
The Gators will have 1st and 10 here. And he'll set up to throw. Trying to extend the play. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've got a lot of pressures. I think that's their 2nd sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
That O-line has to regroup now. It's 2nd and 12. They'll run it here. It's the running back with the ball. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
The pocket breaking down. Finds his target, and it's complete. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time, nice throw, and it's a 1st down.
They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. But I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a 1st down on the ground, relying on that offensive line and their running back.
They're trying to run it with the option. Pitch play to the back. And that's a solid gain. The defense able to bring him down.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Kansas 7, Florida 0.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Dropping back. It's Lagway. Throws to the tight end. He's got it for a big gain. 4 set of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
First and goal, a great chance to answer that opening touchdown. It's a run. Running back's got it. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Looking for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Gators.
Touchdown, Florida.
Extra point try coming now. And there's the point after.
The extra point is good. That ties the game at 7.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Set to kick this one away.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas offense back on the field. Really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, and the pass kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. Looking for a gap. It's Morrison. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Play action fake. Looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Scanning the field. It's Marshall. Looking for his big tight end. It's caught downfield. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42. The Jayhawks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Ball handed off. He's found some room at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. The Jayhawks pick up enough for a first down. They'll run it here. In the clear at the 25. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
Makes the catch for the defense, breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Finds an open target on the left side. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play. Touchdown or field goal. Out of the gun now on third down. He's got it near the end zone. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Chris, third and 4 is that gray area for a play caller. You could run it, might be a little bit risky, or you could throw it, especially with a quick slant. Gives you a much higher percentage of picking up the first down. A good route by the receiver and a good accurate throw by the quarterback for this first.
And the Jayhawks trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. First and goal, handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers and make the play.
Coming up, second down and goal. Here's a run to the left, looking for the touchdown. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Jayhawks. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Look at this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. Here's a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And here's the return from inside the 5. He gets to the 30 before stepping out. Takes the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Makes a quick grab. They stop him, but it's a first down. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Oh, a reverse. Uses the spin move. He's loose. Tackled up near midfield at the 48.
I'm a fan of any time you can get the ball into his hands. I think it's a win. Didn't go for a huge amount of yards, but it's the threat of what it potentially can do, and it gives him another opportunity to get his hands on the football.
He's running out of time here. Receiver makes the catch, and the gain just good enough for a first down.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
And looking to throw now on first down. Makes a quick catch. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Completion makes it second and short. Dropping back, it's Lagway. He'll throw it now. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
The Gators have first and 10 here. And he drops back in the gun. Locates the tight end. It's complete. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw, testing the middle. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Not much on the return. Tackled at the 17, but a big interception for this defense.
Chris, how about the big 300-pound defensive lineman getting his paw on that football and bringing it in for an interception?
So the The offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Bringing pressure. Finds room at the 30. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So one play moves the ball to the 38. It'll be first down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to throw it on first down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Big takeaway. Now looking for a... Oh, the football comes out. Tackled on the return, and that's how we'll end the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Jayhawks will kick this away to begin the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. Stopped at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Gators offense retakes the field. Play action here on first down. Quick throw to his receiver. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Makes the grab. It's Daniels. Breaks loose at the 45. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
He'll hand it off. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's a quick grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
On the ground, it's Daniels. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Not much on the return. Tackled at the 17, but a big interception for this defense.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
The Kansas offense is back out there now. Here's the option play. And the back gets the football. Gets some space around the 30. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence, and you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
The gain makes it second and medium. Scanning the field, it's Marshall. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it.
Take over. First and 10.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Lets it go quickly. He's got his man in the open field. Tackle made after a big gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And the Gators looking to cash in this red zone trip. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Got space, looking to score. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jayhawks offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
They went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Looking to throw. It's Marshall. Running out of time in the pocket. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. I think he's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains and you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Oh, and he's got some space here. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. Takes the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Well, throughout this game, they've shown a number of their base run plays in the first half, so it's good to mix in the counter here in the second half, just in case the defense is starting to over-pursue. Keep an eye on if they pull that play again maybe later in this game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it to the right side. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but a big chunky yardage on the play.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional deep.
And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
That sack sets up a second down and very long. Back to throw. It's Lagway. He's going to take off. Fires it on the move. The pass is incomplete, but a flag is down on the field. Let's see what this is all about. The officials make the easy call. Quarterback was well past line of scrimmage before throwing the ball. Critical third down play for this offense right here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Well, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
So they'll send out the field goal unit to give it a shot here from very long distance. They're going to trust the kicker from 56 yards out. Let's see if he's got the distance.
And that one is no good. Still a tie ball game here in the third quarter.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal in 3 points, but instead he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
And bulldozing his way through. Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Gonna run it. It's Morrison. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. Getting set. Here's second down. The back's got it again. Only a short gain in that run. Defense able to pen him in.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Third down play coming up. To try a field goal from here, it would be 62 yards. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Let's see if he can make a play on this return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team.
And the Florida offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The Gators offense retakes the field. Here's the handoff. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Important second down play coming up. Takes the handoff on the counter play. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. biggest plays we've had so far. Third down and the crowd really getting into it. To throw, it's Lagway. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
It's a great play for the offense, but let's give all the credit to the offensive line for that play. The quarterback makes the throw, but he couldn't have done it without the time that they provided.
It's a quarterback keeper. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Oh, the read option here, and the quarterback keeps it. I thought he was going to get out and maybe take this downfield for big yards. The defense, very fortunate to keep him to a shorter gain.
Not much on that play, brought down short. A crucial play in this game. It's 3rd down and 2. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Snags the quick throw. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Chris, sometimes the quarterback's just trying to find the open guy and get him the ball. It's exactly what he's able to do here. Found a way to pick up the first down.
The Gators pick up enough yardage to get a first down. The back's got it. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Gators. They jump in front here in the 4th. And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And here comes the Kansas offense back on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? To the air, it's Marshall. Pressure is coming. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Running back grabs it on a screen. And will head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
We've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Going the other way. Can they stop him? It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
1st and goal. A late touchdown here would just about secure the victory. And tackled there by the defense. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Total control right now, Chris. You just got to assume. Just keep running the football. You look at the clock. in their favor. You look at the field position where they are, obviously in their favor. So it just makes sense. Keep it on the ground, keep pounding, run that clock, because you got everything working in your direction.
Touchdown, Florida. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he fields it inside the 15. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. The Kansas offense is back out there now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. To throw, it's Marshall. Looking right, this one caught. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's hit as he throws it. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Lets it go. And it's incomplete again. 4 count coming up.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's incomplete to end the drive. A turnover on downs if you're in the late stages of this game.
Well, that'll do it, Chris. This defense has played well the entire game. It's very fitting here on this 4th down play in the 4th quarter. Under 2 minutes to go. They step up again. Give them the game ball.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And it's a kneel down.
This has been a great game and a great opportunity for this offense to show what they've been all about all year. They win today, and they advance to the next round.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today.